What is going on, people? This is a new series, and what we are doing is we are going to grand slam every single track in our class. That's what we're going to do. We're going to literally qualify first, lead every lap, get the fastest lap of the race, and win the race in every single race in our class. So yeah, it's not going to be none of this starting from the back. As you can see, I'm setting up here for qualifying. Soft tyres, just enough fuel to complete qualifying. It's obviously in the Porsche as well. I know it's a lobby leading car, but to get this challenge done, we're going to need the best we can get. And obviously around Indianapolis, which is the first part of this series, is going to be the Porsche that takes, that basically puts on the shoes to try and kick off this series. So here we go. This is our first flying lap in qualifying. My mistake. And we need to put this car on pole position for this series to kick off. Obviously, that's the first part. You need to get first in qualifying, and then obviously we need to try and then win the race and get the quickest lap. This is what we need to do. And yeah, going straight into qualifying, coming down the back straight. It's going to be a slight late brake here, down into first gear, don't cut the corner. We had to re-correct the car there to stop it from cutting. So obviously that's going to take a bit of time off the qualifying lap time, but it's all good. We've got 3 more to do. Getting on the accelerator as soon as possible as we come out of that corner. We nearly go off track as well. So definitely some improvements for lap 2, but at the moment we just need to set a lap time, hence why we had to correct the car back there instead of cutting the corner. We need to set a lap time. That's the most important thing, and then we can improve on that. Get back on the throttle as soon as possible, into third gear here, flat out, not letting go of the throttle. I'm going to come over the line, and I think it might be first place straight away. It is, but we need to improve it. We need to solidify that first place. So coming into the first corner, left hand side of the track, late brake into the braking line, into first gear, cutting that corner but keeping it within track limits, cutting that corner, keeping it within track limits, let the car ride round this right hand corner, get close to that curve on the inside, and then as soon as you can hit the throttle without coming off, that's when you hit it hard through the S-bends, flat out from left side of the track, swooping back over to the right now to get ready for the braking zone down here. Braking late into the braking line, down into first gear. We don't have to re-correct the car that time, so we're going to definitely be up on our delta from right to left, trying to keep the rear end stable. Obviously we're on the limit, so it's hard. Coming out of that corner, nice getaway. We're 1.3 seconds up, so it's looking really good at the moment. A late brake into here, into first gear, cutting the track but not going outside of track limits, riding that round that left-hander in first gear, into second, through into third, flat out here, not lifting, and we're 1.5 seconds up, and that is a much better time. We've still got time to complete another lap here, so we're going to go for it. The soft tyres are hanging on as well. Let's see if we can improve. Perfectly taken first corner, okay second corner, brake really late here, ride it, late apex, back on the throttle, into third gear, getting ready for the S. There it goes, straight through. Swing the car back over to the right hand side to prepare for the late brake here, and there you go, late brake, don't have to re-correct the car, and we cut the corner. So that's it, that is qualifying over right there, and it wasn't too bad, to be honest. I think that second lap time we set, I don't think anyone's going to get near that, going by what the lap times are looking like so far. It seems like we've set ourselves up nicely for the race here. And obviously that's part 1 complete out of another 2 that we need to complete. We need to win the race, and we need to set the fastest lap of the race as well. So we're just going to have to hope no one's on the soft tyre in a quick car, because obviously we're going to be running the medium. So far at the moment that's qualifying over. we just got to hope that that is good enough. It should be. I don't see why not. Indianapolis, I don't know what a really, really good lap time is for Indianapolis, to be honest. 43 seconds left. We're still way over a second better off than anyone else. And I think there's only 10 guys in the lobby as well at the moment. But yeah, now while we've got a bit of time, I'll just talk more about the series, obviously. So to explain it more thoroughly, the aim's going to be to, obviously, regardless of the car we use, the aim is to grand slam every single race in our class. If we can complete it, then I'll switch it down and I'll go up a class or I'll go down a class and I'll just try and complete all classes. But right now it's our class. Every single race, we're going to try and qualify first, win the race and get the fastest lap. Featured multiplayer, of course, so you never know who you're going to be coming up against. And I'll let you in on a little secret as well, just to release some like inside information. I've already recorded a few races and there's definitely a couple of failed ones that I wasn't going to post, but the racing was so epic up front, and obviously a couple of them I didn't win, one because of penalties and another one because of just an outstanding performance by the bloke who started second on the grid. I won't say when they're coming, but trust me, you want to see them. But anyway, this is the start of the race. We qualified first, as you can see, and we're going to get away. McLaren might get ahead. I don't think he will actually, and we will go into the first corner in first place, as long as we don't get smashed there, which we do obviously. This is Forza, featured multiplayer, you know how it goes down first corner, but thankfully we get away. And now it's just going to be quali lap after quali lap. We've got 6 of them to do. And yeah, this is it probably. This is probably going to be us for the race, by ourselves. But obviously remember, the aim of it is not only just to win, we also need to set the fastest lap of the race. So it's crucial that we try and complete that ASAP. Obviously we can't do it this lap because it's a dirty lap now where we got tapped from behind. So we're going to have to go for it on lap 2. Obviously I don't want to spin the rear wheels up too much yet. And we had to brake massively there, just because we cut the corner. Don't want to be getting penalties, that's the last thing we want. But we have made ourselves a bit vulnerable now on this opening straight. Hopefully we don't get a tap from behind, because obviously we want to go for the fastest lap here. So here we go. Started the next lap. Slight late brake into the braking line here. Cut the corner as much as possible without overdoing the track limits. Just about keeping it on there as we come to the right hand side, then let the car go really wide here and then get back on the throttle in second gear as soon as possible through the S-bends. Easily a flat out in one of these, and then it's going to be a slight late brake here into second gear, down into first. Let the car rotate round, back into second gear, leave it in second for these 2 corners, stop the rear end from stepping out, leave it in second, and then bang through the throttle into third gear, into fourth gear, keeping it flat out, keep it pinned all the way, and then brake heavy on the left hand side of the track here, and then swoop across. Obviously don't cut that corner too much there, down into first gear, let it ride around, get to the left hand side of the track, accelerate, and then switch it back to the right aggressively to make this corner flat out all the way onto the straight. And it's 3.5 seconds up. So there we go, we've set a good lap time there, a 1:19.3, so it's about a second off our quali lap. But obviously we are on the medium tyre here, we're carrying fuel, so I'm not expecting nothing nowhere near that, but you never know. If we can hook a lap up together, there's no reason why we can't get into the 118s or the low 118s. I think it's definitely possible. We're down at the moment on this lap, but you never know. The lighter the car will get by every lap because of the fuel, but obviously at the same time the tyres are going to start to die. But we've definitely got at least another 3 laps of good tyre at the moment, I think. It will only be on lap 6 where the tyre really starts to die off. So, and we're up now. Slight late break into there. Coming around the final corner in a second. I think we might have lost a bit of time there, actually, to be fair, around the last few corners. We'll find out in the Delta as we come out the last corner. Oh, we nearly went off track there as well, and we did lose a bit of time. So that lap's gone.
3 to go.
Let's go for it again. Lap 4. All we have to do is just hook up the first few corners, and it will give you it will naturally give you confidence throughout the rest of the lap. We take that corner really nice, the first one. That one's not too bad. This one's crucial that we get right coming out, and we get a little bit dodgy as we went into it, and I think this lap might be dead already. It's close. We're going to have to really, really smash the end of this lap though if we're going to improve. Go a little bit wide there. Keeping it in second gear. We go a bit deep into the first one, which then affects how we take the second one back there. And we're still really close to our fastest lap time. I think we could easily improve that lap time. All we have to do is just hook the corners up. At the moment we're making about 3 mistakes a lap, so let's try and get this final corner right. If we can get this one right, it sets us up nicely for the next one. See, look how close that is. I reckon this might even still be the fastest lap. No, it's not. Just about miss out by 1/1300th of a second. So into the first corner, we take that really good again. We've set up nicely as well for the second phase of the corner. That's perfect. Right, come on. Going right to the left-hand side of the track there, then getting on the throttle as soon as possible. Go through these S-bends as smooth as possible. We missed the curbs, perfect. And we're nearly half a second up. There you go. I told you, if you can just hook it up a few corners in a row, it makes such a difference. This is crucial now we get these ones right. We went a little bit wide on the first one last time. That's a bit sharp, but the rear end stays intact. And then that's a nice exit as well. We're 7/10ths up. We're going to get this, I think. Come on, get these next few corners right. Come on, let's go. That's taken nicely. Down into first gear. Using the curb perfectly, switch it to the left, get the car straight to accelerate hard through first and second into third, and staying pinned on the throttle. What's it going to be? It's nearly a second up, and that is nearly as good as our pole position qualifying that time. Brilliant on the medium tyre. Just shows consistency. Does really, really, really pull a lap together, and we're 21 seconds ahead of the guy behind. I don't know if about you guys, but if you watch Formula 1, this is literally what it must feel like for a driver to be in a Red Bull. Well, apparently not, because Perez can't pull it off like this. But yeah, this is just utter dominancy here in the Porsche. Really, really good car. I would use it more, but honestly, even starting from the back, it's just such a dominant car, especially in our class. And it is the perfect car to use for this series, because it's just almost going to guarantee the Grand Slam every time we hit a racetrack. And this is going to be in Indianapolis, definitely completed. No one got near us through qualifying, through the race. And I'm sure this lap time as well is going to be a lot better than anyone else could produce. In the end, we're 2/10ths down on our fastest lap on that last lap. But I'm not surprised, the tyres were dying. And look at that, we're over 2 seconds quicker than anyone else. No, we're not. There was someone in 5th place who was under 2 seconds, but apart from him in 2nd place, look at the lap times compared to everyone else. We're 4 or 5 seconds quicker than anyone else. Mad, crazy. What pace from the Porsche there. But there you go, that ends the first part of this series. That's Indianapolis complete, off the list, completed, qualifying in 1st, win the race and get the quickest lap. Grand Slam officially complete at Indianapolis, part 1. Join me in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you got any ideas for another series, or if you're not enjoying it, even let me know that. And I'll see you in the next one.